Yo, this
Hitman.
one's attached to me at the hip. What up, bro?
Nothing. Just tending to the new tat. That's it. Wow. You know I had to show it off.
What's good, Briz?
Yo, what up?
How
All
y'all
right, Briz,
feeling?
ain't no talking. Where they at?
No, listen. Give me like, stay on the line. I just came out. I just stepped off to do something. I'm gonna be back in there.
I bet.
I'm gonna be back in there. I'm gonna show y'all something. I ain't lying.
When he said it, I was like, is he for real? And I thought about it, I was like, it's Briz. He for real.
You know I'm for real.
Hell yeah. I ain't even think twice about it. I was like, it's Briz. He for real.
I'm for real.
Hey, look, last one of the year, anything goes. So, y'all got any topics y'all want to throw out there? What's up?
I'm gonna tell you this, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all a question.
Mm.
What's three of my favorite fighters since y'all know me?
Say that again.
Three of my favorite fighters.
Currently?
Andre Ward.
No, Andre retired.
Oh, current?
Canelo is one of them.
That's right.
Boots.
That's two.
And who's the third?
But silly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lomachenko?
Huh?
I didn't think you liked Lomachenko.
Tank?
What? See, Jimmy, that's what I'm saying. You don't listen.
No, I do listen. You always get mad at me.
You see what T.Y. just put up there?
Loma Canelo.
I just didn't know he was one of your favorites.
Oh,
Yeah.
T.Y.,
look, man,
we're
you got
going to
2
get
out
you
of
on
3
here,
with
too.
me, man.
Me and T.Y. used to argue about Lomo all day.
He hates Lomachenko, bro. Shit.
Like, he hates him more than I hate, like, Ryan Garcia or, like, Triple G.
Who hate Lomo?
Ty. I get in so many
he
arguments with him about Lomachenko.
He don't like Lomo.
All right, who are my 3 favorite fighters then?
Jamil Charlo.
Both of them.
Yeah, they both get number 1 spot. They both could share the number 1 spot.
Maybe Sibbie would know.
Who
Who
are
are my
top
3 favorite fighters?
Hold on, does Charles count as 1 or 2?
Yeah, they count as 1.
You count him as 1?
No, you can't have. They 2 fighters, man.
But they work for the same team, so I count them as 1.
That's what you gonna go with.
Yeah, I don't have like just 3 favorite fighters though. You know, like I have like there's guys
I
that
don't
just have
either.
every position.
I don't even know.
My top 3, the Charlos, Spence.
I was about to say Spence next.
Yeah, Spence is my favorite fighter.
Hey, did you
right
see
now.
that tweet Spence put out and deleted earlier?
What did he put
No,
out?
what was it?
A tweet about Crawford. It says you running your mouth on social media, but you're not answering the phone. And I'm like, oh.
Why did he
You know what's
delete
funny
it?
That's
though?
a red flag.
You know
I got
what
a
I don't
screenshot.
understand?
He deleted it because it ain't the truth.
No, I think he deleted it.
You know what I
because
don't
think he was
understand
supposed
though?
to put that out.
Why would you, if you're not going to accept 60-40, why would you petition the IBF to become the mandatory when their purse split is 75-25? And the only reason I know that is because of Cambosis Lopez.
But can he even do that? He's a champion with the WBO. Can he even do that?
No, you could petition a fight for a vacant title sometimes, but you can to become the mandatory. I've seen it done with I think Kovalev did it. Yeah, but I don't know if Kovalev did it for a vacant. I know Loma.
Oh, he did it for the WBC when he wanted to fight Adonis Stevenson. That's why he got that diamond belt when he fought Jean Pascal, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, look, one thing I want to get y'all opinion on. I ain't really think we should talk about the Loma fight. It's not really much to talk about with that.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even watch it. I fell asleep.
I did, but the fight was just so one-sided. I was doing other shit too.
Like I mean, the only rounds you can give Comey, in my opinion, that 117-110 card was retarded. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Was the first round.
I think it was another round.
The first round. That's the only round I gave him.
I think it was another round, but it was when Loma put his foot off the gas. It wasn't like he won it.
It was the 8th round. But
yeah,
I mean, he still
round.
landed more shots than Comey. Comey wasn't doing nothing either.
What y'all think about? Jimmy said something about it first. What y'all think about Boots being Spence mandatory now?
I don't think he's actually is mandatory. I think he's number 1.
No, he's number 1.
You're right.
The IBF has to do it. I've been saying though that the only one that would give Boots any problems and I'm gonna tell you why before you. Cause I love Ennis. Ennis is actually my favorite guy coming up. He's my favorite guy. I was hoping that Spence would go up so I didn't have to pick between them. But I think Spence
Hey,
gives him the
Jimmy,
biggest problems.
Jimmy,
What?
cut it the fuck out.
What are you talking about?
Cut it out. I ain't giving you no credit for Boots being your favorite shit.
What are you talking about? Why can't he be my fucking favorite guy coming up?
I ain't never heard
I've been talking about him since 2018.
I ain't never
You could
heard
ask Sibbie. You could ask Sibbie. I've been talking about Boots since 2018 because when I wrote the prospects, that was our first articles we started writing. He was in that fucking prospects list. Top prospects.
HCW. I want your sexy ass.
Don't get mad, bro, because I have 2 out of 8.
I ain't mad, bro. I fuck with it.
Talking about him, bro. What are you talking about?
I said I fuck with it. If that's
I said that Boots is like a creative fighter video game. But
no,
the only
listen.
thing is that at 147 he's bigger than everyone. But
Hey,
Spence is a
Jimmy.
big dude. Nah,
Jimmy,
Ennis is gonna be like a middleweight in like 5 years.
I fuck with the fact that you like Boots. I like that. I like that. I'm glad to hear that.
He's the most well-rounded fighter I've ever seen come up at this stage in his career. The fact that so early in his career and that he could get better, bro. It's like Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr., and Floyd Mayweather. They made a mutant baby. That's what Deron Ennis is so well-rounded. It's scary.
But hold up. Hey, Jimmy, let me ask you a question. I want to ask Jimmy a question. Hey, Jimmy, how do you see that, right? How do you see that in Boots, right?
His movement.
Listen. Let me ask you the question. How do you see that in Boots with his lack of competition, but you killed Gervonta Davis for a lack of competition?
Because I see flaws in his style. I don't see flaws. I was waiting when he walked through a flush Lipinets hook, he just walked through it like Triple G walking through shit. That would answer my question about his chin. Because Gervonta Davis has no defense. And he keeps fighting pressure fighters.
Listen, I feel what you're saying. I'm not knocking what you're saying.
I feel the way I feel about Davis. I'm articulating why. I just don't see any flaws with Ennis. The only flaw, and it's not even a flaw, it's not his fault, is that he's really big at the weight class. So I kind of want to see him.
No, the reason why I'm asking you is because I love Boots, but I think he ain't been tested yet.
I was gonna say
for me to make that
statement. I think the only one that could test him, I really think that the only one that could test him, like legit, for me, is Spence.
You don't think Crawford can?
Because he's the same size as him.
You don't think Crawford can?
I think he knocks out Crawford right now. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah,
Crawford knocks him the fuck out, bro. That fucking chin is not going to hold up against Ennis. And Ennis is like Bud Crawford, but everything that's wrong with Bud Crawford, it's not wrong with Ennis. Ennis has a good chin.
Listen, y'all know me on the podcast. The one thing about me on the podcast, right, is I remember conversations that we have. So I like to I'm gonna bring this conversation up later on when you try to say that look at the level of competition that somebody's fought before you make a judgment on them. Not just you. I'm gonna say it with anybody.
I'm saying that, but I agree with you. But when you see flaws in a style, like, all right, I'm going to give you an example, right? With Gervonta Davis, right? If you have a fighter, right, who's a power puncher, right?
Right.
And let's assume he has a good chin. Wouldn't you make him a pressure fighter? Why would you make him a counter puncher and throw such low volume when he throws bombs? There's two reasons. Because his chin is ass.
No, I would say that because Gervonta Davis could carry his power.
Ain't good though.
No, listen, Gervonta Davis carry his power into later rounds, so he can do those things because in the 12th round he still got the power that he had in the first. You seen it against Barrios.
Because he doesn't throw a lot of volume, but even if he was a pressure fighter, he'd have guys out of there in the 5th round if he had a good chin. Or his gas tank is fucked up.
Tank don't got a good chin.
Is fucked up. It's something. Because there's no reason for a guy like that to throw so little volume.
Hold on.
I haven't seen anything to say Tank doesn't have a good chin.
His gas tank might be questionable. I might
No, I'm
agree with the
saying
gas
his
tank.
gas tank.
That can be
But
true.
there's reasons. There's only 2 reasons why he wouldn't be a pressure fighter. It's because his defense, it would be even more lacking. Because I told you to watch the Gamboa fight, where you watch his offense to defense and how much he gets hit. It's by a little guy like Gamboa, who's never been nothing above 126 power-wise. He's never really been dangerous. I'm saying you really see it in that fight. You see him getting hit by shots from a boxer. Now, a guy like Ennis, now we've seen him lure guys in and kind of allow himself to get hit, but we've also seen him show defense where he's making guys miss right in front of him. He kind of makes guys miss like when you used to watch Whitaker. I'm not comparing the defense. I'm just saying he could stand in front of you and make you miss. He could control the range. He does so many things so well for such a young guy. And I don't see anything wrong with him. And I nitpick. It's freakish.
Yeah, Jerome Ennis gonna leave a skid mark on them boys.
No, that's what I'm gonna say. Right, it's not a bigger Boots fan than me, bigger than me, and I'm gonna keep it 100 about Boots. Jimmy, you my man. I lay your death, but you're being biased. I'm keeping it 100 with you, right? Because listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If Boots fight top level competition, right, and get hit first, how Thomas Delorme hitting in between punches, he going to fuck to sleep.
We've seen him hit though. We've seen him get hit.
No, Jimmy, you my brother. I love you. I'm gonna explain something to you, right? He was getting hit by Thomas Delorme, right? He was getting hit by Lipinets. It's fucking level to Delorme and Lipinets. If he let Earl Smith, Terrence Crawford, or motherfucking Keith Thurman hit him like that, he's going to sleep. He need to tighten up.
That's what I be telling people that like. Punches. I think some people just see it on not you, Jimmy. Just most people, they see it on a talent level, and talent. Yeah, he's on a level as them, if not above them. But
I mean, Lipinets only lost to Mikey Garcia when Mikey Garcia was at his peak. Lipinets does have a cannon.
I'm gonna explain to you, Jimmy. No, Jimmy, I got you. But this I'm explaining to you. I'm not saying you're slow, but you understand what I'm saying. It's like you with Loma, right? Loma is not a great lightweight, but he's a great junior lightweight, right? His power don't really carry up. That's what
Danny Garcia.
Lipinets has great power at 140. No, listen. Another great example. They had great power at 140, but at 47.
As hard, but I mean, they still fucking can crack. He walked through it. It didn't even phase him.
No. Here we go. Let's keep it 102. And Boost, my guy. I'm not trying to knock you, but they are two natural 140-pound fighters in Lipinets.
And not even just
Thomas Delorme.
Because no one wants to fight him, though. That's not his fault.
No, Jimmy. We're not talking about that, Jimmy. We're not talking about that. What I'm saying is, you can't be like, and we know he's a bigger guy. So if he's a junior middleweight on fight night and fighting lesser guys, he gonna maybe take their punch.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Brother. So you can't. He like here we go. Boost, my man. Boost get touched. And like I said, well, I tell everybody, in 18 months to 3 more fights, Boost can be anybody. But right now, you put him in the ring with a fucking Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence, he might get Lubin.
No, his chin seems a lot more sturdier than Lubin. I trust Boots' chin, actually.
Yeah.
No. I understand what you're saying, but you're talking about guys that make you make
one
mistake. You want to fuck the bed.
True.
You can't go to here go. This is my guy. You can't go from Thomas Delorme.
Yeah, I was gonna say not even just the power, just the styles alone. Like Crawford and Spence, they gonna hit Boots with shit that he never seen before.
Look, here we go. Not even that. On this level, right? I love Boots. Boots never headlined a motherfucking fight. So you want him to go from not headlining the fight ever to fighting?
No, I don't want him to. I don't want him to. But you're asking me what I think is gonna happen.
Where we at?
What?
Where we headline at? No, I'm sorry. Where was the fight at?
I don't even know, but I'm saying you're asking me a question. What do I think is gonna happen? I think he knocks out Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford hasn't fought someone that can box like that can hit like that in a long time. Not at 147.
And one thing about me, right? We're not gonna argue my 2 favorite fighters.
I'm talking straight styles.
This I'm gonna say to you, right? No, but you're talking styles, right?
I'm not talking about if Crawford hits him. I'm talking about if he hits Crawford clean.
No. Listen, I'm being simple. You're right. If he hit Crawford, he might can knock Crawford out. But I'm gonna ask you a question. You think if Crawford him, he can knock the fuck out?
If he hits him flush.
Okay, you think
if we don't know.
No, hold. We're not being biased.
I'm not being biased.
We start the bias shit. You're trying to tell me Terrence
What?
cannot
I'm not saying he can't. I'm saying it's unlikely. It's unlikely that he knocks out Spence too.
No. This is what I do with people. Right when I start boxing for now, right? If like say like fucking James 21, my favorite fighter ever, right? If I can't admit when James is like lacking, then I can't. The conversation is useful because whatever Terrence Crawford do, or Devontae Davis do, or fucking a Broner do, you will never.
No, I actually do give Broner's props.
So you're biased.
You know, I do. I said that if he stuck to his original fucking style, he would have had better success. If he didn't jump up to 147 so quick, he would have had more success.
Like
he's just a clown and a scumbag. But I mean, that's not the point.
I'm gonna give you an example. I might not like Loma, or like Briz said, I might not like Loma. I might talk shit about Loma. I might talk shit about Tyson Fury. But I'm not going online and say guys like Nakatini and Kami on his level compete with him. But like dude, I can't be biased with this shit no more.
But I'm not being biased. I'm telling you why. I'm articulating why I think that. It's an opinion.
They're both like Briz. They're both. No, you're right. But they're both my guys. Like.
Crawford is your.
Don't say nothing, but
Crawford is your guy, though.
No.
But Boots also doesn't get shook.
Can't get touched up. No.
And he's been paused. He's been paused.
No, okay, but then Boots been touched up by DeLorme and fucking.
What are you talking about? He ate it though. He walked through it.
He got touched. It don't matter.
What are you talking about? He knocked him the fuck out right there, though.
No, you're not.
Who did he get touched up by?
I get what you're saying.
Didn't touch him up. Lipinets hit him once in the whole fight.
You got your fucking mind.
I did watch the fight.
Fight again. Boost my fucking. Listen, hold on. Boost my fucking guy. I watched all his fights. When he let his hands go, he was getting caught.
Barely. Everyone gets fucking caught like that, bro. Barely getting caught. Right, barely. He wasn't getting caught clean. A lot of that shit was hitting gloves.
But here we go. I got you, bro. But
Tank gets caught, bro. Go watch the Gamboa fight. Go watch the Gamboa fight. Go watch the Gamboa fight. If any other lightweight hit him like that, he's going to sleep. 100%. Go watch the Gamboa fight. Come back to me and talk to me. Go watch the Gamboa fight. Davis is overrated. There's a reason why he's 27 years old and being brought along like a prospect. Because Floyd Mayweather has no confidence in him. That's why. It's not because Tank is scared. He's not scared. Floyd Mayweather has zero confidence in him. And he knows something that we don't know. Haney owns him in fucking sparring. Why? Why is no one talking about that? They don't want no one talking about that, bro, because they have a product. They're selling us dog shit, but they want it to be gold.
You're an old sport. Jimmy, you're a historian, Jimmy. You brought up fucking sparring.
Bro, but it doesn't matter.
You're a historian.
It doesn't matter. It's not like you knocked him out.
Sparring isn't really everything.
Bro, isn't like the Mayweather gym famous for going hard in sparring? Isn't it like famous? Isn't it famous for that? Isn't the Mayweather gym of all gyms? Isn't it famous for having something called like the doghouse or something?
Yeah, it was also said that Tank wasn't in the best shape and Haney was though at that time.
I've already said that I think that fight's 50-50 because Haney has a fucked up chin. And if Davis catches him, I think it's gonna be a boring fight though. I think Haney just sticks and moves him all fight. And I don't like either one of them, so you really can't get on me about that. I have no bias.
Haney got fucked up chin. Haney never been the canvas. Haney even the canvas in his life, but he ain't got fucked up.
Look at Lennox.
Devin's chin is real
suspect. If there was any more, he got saved by the bell. And fucking little Jojo Diaz was hurting him. So don't talk to me.
All right, so here we go. If Devin chin suspect, then Lomachenko was there because
Lomachenko wasn't hurt. It was a flash knockdown.
No, but
he dropped him, but he wasn't hurt. His legs were not gone for 2 rounds.
Oh, okay.
But his legs were gone for 2 rounds. He didn't know where he was. He did not know where he was. There's a difference. All right, Sibbie, you're the boxer. Would you be more worried about a guy's chin if he got flash knockdown, or if he got hit like Haney got hit, but he couldn't? He was fucking. His legs were jello for 2 rounds.
Is that a reindeer?
There you go.
No, I'm asking Sibbie. He's the boxer. Hitman.
No, my bad, Jim. Ask that one more time.
It goes for both of you. Both of you guys are boxers. If you get caught by a shot and you get knocked down, but your legs are still there, you're not hurt. Compared to a guy who doesn't go down, he's saved by the bell, but he's clearly not there. Bro, honestly, do we all not agree that if there was 10 seconds left on the clock or 20 seconds, Haney would have gone down?
Here's the thing with that. It's a balance thing at that point, too. You got to look at the balance. You got to look at how they got caught. The way Linares caught Loma, it was much more like a quick pop. And then Loma was just like, oh, shit, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like a flash knockdown. But Haney, it's like I feel like Linares landed a whole lot more flush with Haney. And that messed up his legs, and it hurt him. So, I think Linares really got a better shot off of Haney than he did Loma, though. Even though the effect for Loma was a little bit greater because he scored a knockdown, he hit Haney like flush right on the chin. Whereas Loma kind of like, all right, with Haney it was more like that. With Loma it was kind of more like that. You know what I mean?
And then you got yours. Chin. Oh, you was saying Haney. I mean. Loma was getting hit with that.
The chin be different. Everybody's pain of chin is different.
Like with Wilder and AJ, we could compare it with Wilder and AJ. You ready? Wilder gets hit with a big shot. Wilder's body's a little bit loopy, but Wilder's still in the fight. He can still come back.
Wilder got heart.
Yeah, Wilder has heart. And I think Wilder's chin is a little bit underrated. I think it's the fact that his legs are so skinny, it's hard for him to really hold himself up that way, too. Joshua gets hit with a big shot. It's like he has a fucking robotic malfunction. And the dude just...
You know what? The shot that AJ got hit with was an equilibrium shot. So, I mean, they're different shots. But actually, a good comparison is in the second fight when Tyson Fury knocked him down with that first shot.
Yep.
He never recovered. He never recovered from that shot. Mm-mm. In the third fight, I see what you're saying. But if you want to compare the shots, they kind of reacted similar. But Wilder had more heart. But he looked like a zombie from that first knockdown.
Yeah. I feel like when they're both hurt, they kind of fight like – it's weird. AJ fights like he's trying to really survive, but Wilder fights like a wounded animal. He's still going to try to get you out of there.
I agree.
So it's like the comparisons with a good chin really.
Man, let's be.
To me, hold on. I think the way you compare a real good chin is how they react after or how they react while they're hurt.
Yeah.
Some guys fold
like
up.
Ryan Garcia
fight back,
got knocked down, but he came back and knocked the motherfucker out. I mean, it's the first time Luke Campbell ever got knocked out.
The only reason I don't like the Ryan Garcia, like when people say, yeah, he got back up and Haney was hit. I mean, Haney was hurt after a while.
But he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, the thing is, Ryan Garcia got hit with Luke Campbell. Yeah,
you did. I agree. I don't rate Ryan's chin highly at all. I think that his chin is going to be his downfall. I told you the floor I give him, and I don't give him a prime Amir Khan floor. I give him after he got knocked out by Danny Garcia as his floor. Like that, before he got knocked out by Canelo, but after he got knocked out by Danny Garcia, he was still good, but he wasn't like, oh my God, like he's touchable.
Hey, quick question.
Ryan Garcia, we got to see if he's really hungry still. Like I was talking about this with Top Man Lee and another dude, and with Ryan, we don't know. Does he really want it? Like is he like Haney? Is he like Lomachenko? Is he hungry for the sport?
I think once he's gotten up, I think since he's really in that pool now to the point where like if he calls him out, he actually might have to fight him. Not like back then where they're like, he ain't done shit, so forget him. I think that now that he's in that position where people are going to be like, all right, so you're going to fight him? He's kind of folding up on that. He's not ready for these guys.
He's not ready for it, and they got this big spotlight on him. And, it's what it is. Bro, you put yourself in that position. Don't fucking...
They're going to move him like they
moved with his mouth, bro.
I'm telling you that right now. They're going to move him the same way they've moved Munguia.
Yes,
They're going to get him a vacant belt.
When y'all mind letting DJ rock with?
I'm going to go because I got to be up early, all right? So.
No, hold on, Jimmy, before you leave and shit. I know you. Yeah. I just want to say something to you. I know you don't be going on chicken talk, right? But I wish you can't. No, listen. I wish you was on it today because the boy Rowe was on it for Ring Magazine. He did the history of the top 100 fighters ever. He broke that shit down. And if you would have seen how he break that shit down, because me, you always talking about fights against ranked guys and all that other shit.
Bro, his boxing knowledge is crazy.
So, like.
A lot of guys on that show really prefer me, so I don't like going on there.
Listen. But But you know, when a few fighters that we talk our shit about, your guy was actually one of the highest ranked active guys with wins. Your man Triple G and Lomachenko.
All right, we're not praising Triple G on this channel, man.
Bro, we being real. Stop the
Yo,
listen,
you know I like Triple G a lot.
I'm not gonna stop
We
that.
got no.
I'm not stop.
No,
listen,
we not,
Ty,
bro.
I'm not gonna
listen,
stop the
we got-
Triple G,
I
Dylan
got
White,
you.
and Ryan Garcia.
No, listen. We gotta stop the no. Listen, it ain't about slander.
Triple G
It's
is
about,
like the
okay,
most
I don't
ducked
like
fighter in
Tyson
the last
Fury.
30 years.
I don't like Fury.
They
I don't
ducked
like
him for
Fury.
so
I don't
long.
like Billy Joe Saunders. But I'm not gonna disrespect. I'm not gonna disrespect and say yo fucking a bum can beat them guys. I'm not gonna praise him either. Like give G his respect, because then if I'm gonna
I don't
talk
like
about
Billy Joe
Charlo, like
Saunders.
disrespect him. So I was like, let's
He's
be
a
real.
fucking
You
retard.
ain't got praise him, motherfucker. Exactly a retard, but I'm not gonna praise him. But I'm not gonna disrespect him. He's a fighter.
Hey, hold on, Jimmy.
Billy Joe Saunders
like-
hasn't been shit though since he popped for PEDs. So I mean, I kind of disrespect him.
No, that's a guy I hate, but I don't like him. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, Billy Joe Saunders lose to a bum.
No, I don't
or
think
chicken
so
circuit.
either.
No,
Yeah, no,
shit, man.
not even after PEDs. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
let
Jimmy,
DJ on.
Hold on, Jimmy. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question before you go.
Yeah.
I just want to know, who was your fight of the year, knockout of the year, upset of the year before you go.
All right, my fight of the year, my knockout of the year, the same fight. Fury Wilder 3. That's my knockout of the year. That's my fight of the year. My fighter of the year, I don't like to say it, but Canelo. He beat Billy. He won 2 titles, and you know he first undisputed super middleweight. You can't take it away from the other guys that he's up against. Yeah, you got Taylor, who became undisputed, but it was only 1 fight. So I mean, I can't take that away from. And I really rate his Caleb Plant win. And trainer of the year, I honestly don't want to give it to Reynoso because one of his fighters popped. But who else is there?
What about upset of the year?
Kambosos Lopez. 100%. All right.
I think we might get an upset of the year Friday, though.
I hope so.
Better be Evan Brown. I don't know why, but I think Brown actually might pull it off.
No.
I hope so.
No. I know Brown. Trust me. I know people who know Brown. I know everything.
Yeah, Brown, he fought one of my sparring partners. He fought one of my gym mates, actually.
Bro, no, he's a head case. I'm telling you. He's going to get knocked the fuck out. I feel bad for him. I used to really like him, but then that whole domestic violence shit and everything, I can't fuck with that. He can get his ass whipped. And it's not even because I don't like him. It's just because he's so inconsistent. He's a big disappointment. Like even before the domestic violence shit, big disappointment. He's a head case too. He's bipolar for sure. All right, bro. Later.
I'm gonna let DJ on. I'm gonna let DJ on, and Briz, I'm gonna try to let you back on too.
Briz can get back on. I'll give you my fight of the year, knockout of the year, and stuff like that. All right. Fight of the year, Wilder Fury. But my second fight of the year would be in Figueroa. Fight of the year, you got to go with Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Knockout of the year. Wait, I already did knockout of the year, right?
No, you did fight and fighter.
Knockout of the year. Shit, I don't really even know this. I got my preferences. But trainer of the year, man, I'm the trainer of the year.
I think for me, fighting. I mean, everybody's gonna say Wilder Fury, but I say Kambosos and Tio. I think that was the fight. That was a good fight. I thought it was action packed from time in and time out. I think that's why I'm giving that the fight of the year. Trainer of the year, I'm gonna give it to Kambosos trainer, because they came in with a very great trainer, and they came in with a very great plan, and they executed that. So I gotta give that. And what was the other one?
Knockout, upset, and fighter. Oh, you already said fighter. Knockout, upset.
Knockout of the year, I'm gonna give that to. I'm gonna be real. I gotta give it to Canelo versus in both his fights. I'm not even going to say one fight. I'm going to say Canelo in both fights. I mean, it made me believe, although I feel that
Hold on.
still, like, I heard what Boy said.
Hold on. My bad, Briz. I had to do it.
Yeah. So with me, what I believe, why I said Canelo. I mean, he knocked out both his opponents, Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders. And I thought the Saunders fight was entertaining, but the way Canelo did it when he cheered on everybody like this and giving you the Matador, I mean, that was just like, wow, he's even giving it the Matador. Now, what I will also say is that what I didn't like is that when we're talking about these 130 guys, nobody, I mean, and I'm not being biased, I'm just saying it's for real. They asked Lomachenko about sparring Shakur. I'm going to say that. And he basically was like, well, you know, it was what it was. He made it seem as if, you know, nobody's mentioning Shakur. And that's what I have a problem with. I have a problem that in this debate of fighters of 130, nobody's mentioning him. Nobody's talking about him. It's like, for me, it's really weird. But they mentioning Javante, they mentioning all these other fighters, but you don't mention Shakur. You don't put Shakur in these talks.
No.
What's that about?
Who's not talking about? You talking about?
No, I'm just saying that when you look at pound for pound, they don't have Shakur up there. He dismantled Jamal.
Is a couple of fighters that should be on the pound for pound list, but the pound for pound list usually starts at ESPN.
I don't even do pound for pound list because it's too complicated for me.
Like nobody mentions Tank on the pound for pound. Nobody mentions like honestly, Tank has done enough already to be in the top pound.
I mean, I think he should be in the top 10, Dorset, but I mean, and this is what I say. Everybody wants to talk about Cruz because they don't know who Cruz is. But me, you as fighters, and even all of us on here, you can't count a fighter out because nobody knows about who Isaac Cruz is. Obviously, the Mayweather camp knew who Isaac Cruz was, and I'm going to be real. When I seen that weigh-in and I seen how Isaac Cruz was looking, I said, yo, this is going to be a different fight for Tank. Yeah, he hurt his hand. People want to say that, but let's call a spade a spade. He went in there. He gave us a great show, and now here it is. Now he's looking to potentially fight another big fight after his performance.
The thing about the thing I loved about Tank in that situation is even when they tried to make, because this is the first time that like they took the black dude's side when it comes to injuries or anything like that, because they brought it up and was like, yo, we heard that your hand, your injury and all of that.
Right.
Even Tank was like, nah, we ain't gonna mention that. I'm a dog, I'm a warrior, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So Tank, oh, hang on one second. Let me get the big steak omelet.
Man, I fuck with both of them, man, but I feel like we have with Teofimo, man, a dude get a win, pound for pound list. Tank not pound for pound. Fucking Shakur not pound for pound. Shakur got one top 10 win. You're not a pound for pound fighter. We get one top 10 win your division. Like, you gotta earn that shit. Like on some real shit. Look at the top fighters.
No, I'm not talking about that, T.Y. in regards to the pound for pound.
Look at the top 5 fighters, right? Anybody list? It's Canelo, Crawford, Taylor, Inoue.
Boots should be there.
No, he shouldn't. He ain't beat nobody.
Yeah, I can't put Boots.
Like we talking about dudes that won titles and divisions and beat top 10 guys, the guy. We got
okay. All right. No, you can get that.
I put Shakur.
everybody wanted to make him a pound for pound star, and he got two. It went to his head. No, like on some real shit. Like Canelo. One thing.
Oh wait, hold up. Boxing Sweet Science says, why isn't he pound for pound? I don't know who he's talking about. He said, what makes a pound for pound fighter? I would ask that question. What makes a pound for pound fighter?
The thing.
When you are 5'2" fighter, you can do everything. When you can move a weight division. When you got power, speed.
That's the thing right there. Everybody has a different opinion about what makes a pound for pound fight. Pound for pound. Now, when you can, that majority of everybody over at ESPN, long before they even became champions, they were already putting them on the pound list. Triple G, he hadn't beat really nobody before
they said, why isn't Tank? That was the question. Why isn't Tank? I mean, Boxing Sweet Science is asking to be added. So, I mean, somebody could go out. I just got here, so I ain't getting out. This is the end of the year, Cass, and I got some stuff to talk about.
Let me answer that question. I'm not talking about the Tank. I really don't. Like I said, I don't really do pound for pound because it's complicated. But what adds you in there, it's multiple things. It's eye test, accomplishments, resume. It's
boxing.
What you done in longevity of time. It's a bunch of. It's not just one specific thing that puts you on the pound for pound list.
Well, then you gotta put. Even though Tank hasn't fought anybody, he has had some spectacular knockouts. So we can't deny that part.
When it comes to Tank,
David Lemieux had top knockouts. Like, come on.
Hold on.
They don't make you pound for pound.
So look, when it comes to Tank, I look at it like I'm not mad if he's on someone's pound for pound list. I just think you just gotta place him right. If he is on it, no disrespect to Tank because I like him a lot, but I think he has to be on the lower half of it.
Listen, aside from the
how can you have Tank on the pound for pound list, Tank with Shakur, but don't have Chocolatito? No,
I didn't say I do. I didn't say I do. I'm saying for anybody.
Well, hold up.
I'm not saying
he
you
should.
In general. How can you have a pound for pound list and have fucking Tank or Shakur over Chocolatito or Estrada?
No, I don't think. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Shakur should be on the pound for pound list. I said when I was talking about Shakur, I was meaning that nobody's really talking about him, and when they talk about him, they barely mentioning his name. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that Shakur should be on the pound for pound list because he hasn't had knockout after knockout. Even though y'all want to say what y'all want to say about Tank, he's been knocking out people.
But the pound for pound list ain't about knockouts. How many knockouts Floyd had? He was the best in the world for years. It ain't about knockouts.
I think with Shakur. I think Shakur will go ahead, sir.
The thing that I was saying for as Tank, aside from the knockouts, he actually has skills.
He showed that in his last fight.
He just showed that in his last fight.
Oh, that's like, all his fights.
When Tank actually,
yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. Tank actually, once not. He shows that he has the capability, like the Leo fight. You can tell in that fight he just had no respect for Leo power whatsoever. But you also saw is
that's good set with that dial up. What's up with that shit? That ain't us. That ain't me, Bassiano.
You said,
yo, where did that come from? I went to the ALL dollar.
Yeah, Bassiano, that ain't me. Let's do a set come in and fucking up because he want to order steak and shit.
No, but like I said, Tank did what he's supposed to do with the people that he was in there with. But with certain dudes that Tank has beat, that nobody is not. I don't think he's getting enough credit for how he beat people. Like his first time in a real step up fight because Pedraza, that was a solid champion. Pedraza won the fight. Pedraza was a solid champion, and he went in there and done this nigga in. And he didn't just before knocking him out, he also was outboxing this and Pedraza is a solid boxer. You know what I'm saying? Pedraza is not no damn slouch. So he ain't got the power that Tank has, But Pedraza won no damn dude that won a vacant title. He's a solid fighter. He gave Lomachenko a run a whole lot of problems.
You know what I think? What for the people that do criticize Tank, I think their biggest reason is they never. This just me. What I think they do it for. I think they feel like they never seen Tank in a fight where they felt like, oh shit, he might lose this fight.
That's not true because he was down on the.
I think that's how they're looking at it.
Right. I mean, the last fight. Remember, he knocked out the taller fighter, and people don't even give him credit. He had to make adjustments in that fight against the last guy, not the last guy. Barrios. He had to make adjustments in that fight because, remember, he was closing the gap with the jab. Tank in that fight, he was using the jab. He shortened the distance where he adjusted his body. He started jabbing inside to Barrios, and then that's when he started to take place and dismantle Barrios. People, I mean, listen, I'm not a Tank fan, but you got to give credit to where credit's due. Everybody they put in front of him, he has either knocked out, he's stopped, or he's showing his versatility as a fighter. So you can't say that this guy is not doing what he needs to do.
I agree that I do think that was an underrated win, but what I was saying is like for example, Canelo's most people pound for pound king. In the Triple G fight, it was just as much people saying Triple G win as Canelo. For Spence, when Spence fought Brook, it was just as much people saying Brook will win just as much as Spence. With Crawford Porter, who else? Who else would most people saying top 5? Fucking shit, I don't know. Y'all should get the point by now. There was never a time when Tank fought and we said, oh shit, he really might lose. Like even in Barrios, we knew who was gonna win. And I'm not saying that to discredit. I'm not saying that to discredit because I give him credit for the win.
That was the same thing that they did with Mayweather. Everybody that because
that's not true with Mayweather. It's a list of people they thought was gonna beat him.
No. It's a list of people that they hope would beat him. But the truth, they were saying that about Manny Pacquiao for years. But when it came to the bet odds, who they really believe was going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Back when Pretty Boy fought Diego Corrales was higher than him on the pound for pound list.
No.
Ranked higher than him.
No. Diego Corrales, that was actually a motherfucking a monster that they actually thought was going to beat Mayweather. But
yes, I'm saying.
But I'm talking about but he's not where he's not Tank is getting up there, but he's not where Floyd was at that he hasn't been in there with a Corrales yet. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been in there with a Corrales.
That's what I'm saying.
But but even after Mayweather beat Corrales, it was like, okay, we already know this man gonna win. So anybody who gives him a fight is a debatable that he lost.
Right. I understand what you're saying.
The reason why I don't listen to when people discredit Tank is because even when you mention, even the people who hate him, the only person they will pick to beat him at 35 is Loma. They'll say they got him beating Kambosos. They'll say they got him beating Haney. The only person they pick to beat him at 35 is Loma.
Which is weird to me because you're gonna discredit Kambosos after what he did with Tio. You're gonna discredit
he ain't good.
All these other good
he
fights.
ain't good, DJ. He not good, DJ.
I'm not saying Kambosos is good. What I'm saying is that
you said Kambosos.
He's not good.
No, I can't. I can't.
He could listen. He gonna lose them titles his first defense. Watch.
I can't.
I think he will. I think he had something to prove against Tio. I think it was more of an inspirational fight for him. I think he had a lot.
He gonna lose his first defense. He gonna lose them titles. What my words?
I think
if his first defense is a money fight, then he might lose his first title.
Hey, Bastiana, Tio's overrated. I've been saying he's overrated. He got 2 wins.
Tio's definitely
and they
overrated.
hyping the fuck up. They want to put him on a pound for pound list. No.
Hey, when you get a chance to,
wasn't.
if you could add boxing sweet science, add him because that dude is very knowledgeable. I mean,
yeah,
he did.
That's the homie. I got him.
I wouldn't say that
He ain't up here no more though.
Oh.
I wouldn't say that T.O. is overrated because he clearly outboxed Lomachenko.
Loma, yeah.
Lomachenko, aside from
I mean, I think he had a slow start, Dorset.
Listen, aside from punching power, even in the later rounds, he still all the rounds that you would have gave the Lomachenko, they were still close rounds.
Yeah, they were still close. I agree. I'm not even denying that. They were very close.
The rounds that T.O. won, he clearly won against Lomachenko. Now, Lomachenko, if you take away the angles from him, he's the basic fighter. But would that take him off of a pound-for-pound list? You know what I'm saying? This man is the man, like those type of those angles, and not just angles, because a lot of people can step around and pivot, but can they step around and pivot in a position to actually throw those punches right afterwards? Now, a lot of motherfuckers don't.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna be real about the footwork. It'll carry Loma but so far. Because when he gets in there, hold on, Dorset. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on, Mr. Dorset.
I don't even.
It's going to carry him but so far. But after a while, when you get a technical fighter like a Shakur Stevenson, like a person that could see that shit coming a mile away, what are you going to say or do when they are technically finding the range with Loma? And Loma can't use all that footwork.
The thing I think with his footwork, I think he's at an age, what is he, 32, 34? He's at a point where soon it's going to start, you're going to see it decrease. And he's in a division with a bunch of hungry young lions. So how long can he keep that up fighting in the competition like that?
Well, at 135, yeah, at 135. But like he said, he said if Shakur had all the belts, yeah, perhaps I'll come down. He not coming down to 135 unless it's for the belts. He already said he not coming down to 130. So who's in 130? Who's there to fight at 130? Because everybody wants to go to 135 now.
You mentioned Shakur. Now, in all honesty, stylistically, because we ain't just talking about what we've seen them do with other fighters. I'm talking about you gotta think as an actual fighter, as an actual coach. I'm looking at the style. And
okay, let's talk about
it. Stylistically, Lomachenko, Shakur. I don't see that as a good fight for Shakur. Not right now, because Shakur is a really comfortable fighter in the pocket, but he doesn't turn a whole lot. He doesn't step around a whole lot, and he doesn't back up. He doesn't back up as much.
With that being said, let me just say this to you, bro. We have not seen everything Shakur can do. I'm just telling you, just like you told me, you told us later in the year, I seen Wilder box. I seen him throw the jab. We ain't seen him throw no jab in that fight against Fury. He looked like the same Wilder. I'm telling you, just like you said, I know for a fact Shakur got a lot more in the tank. He just ain't, why would you expose everything? So nobody want to fight you no more?
Wait a minute. I'm talking every sister. I ain't never Shakur sparred in my gym. Like
who he sparred? Who he sparred?
He spars Keyshawn and Keyshawn Davis.
Okay, and how did he make them look?
What you mean? How he make them look?
How he make them look?
He go back and forth.
From what I heard.
Come on, bro. All right, I understand, but how did he make them look?
But hey, DJ, even Shakur said himself, it'd be back and forth when they spar each other.
With Keyshawn?
Yeah,
yes,
he said it. Shakur said himself.
Keyshawn is different. We're not talking about Keyshawn. We're talking about somebody else. Let's talk about everybody else.
DJ, I got him because I ain't see you do a set. What happened to your man, Sean Porter?
What you mean? No,
I ain't talking. No. What happened to him?
Oh,
what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
What exactly did I say? I said, dog, and y'all people keep on coming to me about the Sean Porter thing. I said exactly what I said. I said stylistically, all I kept on saying was stylistically, Sean Porter in my opinion, he would give him more problems than Errol Spence. That's what I kept on saying.
And what happened? That boy got cooked by the best in the world. He got cooked. He got stopped. He got cooked.
If my partner did what he did, I would have quit too. I would say, Dad, you ain't making no more money off me after that.
How many
Sean
rounds
knew what he was doing. I told
won?
Sean he needed to do what he needed to do.
Prior to getting knocked down, you were saying that Sean was getting cooked, or was your ass over there nervous as hell? With your
Sean landed. Listen, Dorsett. Listen, y'all. He landed 77 punches. He was getting bullied.
Sean Porter was getting bullied.
He was getting bullied. How many? He landed 77 punches. He getting his ass whooped. Give my man his props. Bud, the best in the fucking world.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Give him his props.
Hey,
he beat that boy ass. Listen. He retired that boy.
I just posted a picture of me and Bud. I got all the respect in the world for that man. But
no, I'm not saying Baciano. Listen. Y'all all say he couldn't get stopped, and that boy from Nebraska is fucking dog. Stopped him.
What you mean that you trying to say Bud was nervous? No, I don't think Bud was nervous.
She talking about T.Y.
Listen. Like I said, it was a good fight, but motherfuckers giving Sean too much credit. Bud was fucking him up.
Stop lying.
But he was down on the cards though.
He was
what cards was he down on?
No, he wasn't really down on the card. They showed the score, but his corner told
his man was lying. He wasn't down on no cards.
Yeah, his man was.
That's what he said. He up, bet.
You know, bet. DJ, you know how it is when a fight close. You got to tell your fighters like, "Yo, you losing to wake them up." That's what they was doing.
Oh man, I hate when my coach used to do that. Then you go in there and turn it to the mad dog, and you ain't even had to turn it to the mad dog.
Hey, listen, you gotta listen. Like y'all don't boxing real quick, and y'all go to Porter Podcast, John. Look at it. Know what Sean said? He said, I'm fighting a man. I can't make a mistake because I make a mistake. He banging me. He said the mental pressure of fighting that boy is different because he said because you make one mistake, he gonna capitalize off that shit, and you seen it every time he try to rush in. He take that step back and do that fucking hook uppercut, and he caught his ass. Give my man his props. You'll say he the best in the fucking world.
He was that all night,
huh?
You acting like he was landing that all night.
He was trying to land on it when he landed. What happened when he landed?
Trying to land it all night.
And what happened when he landed? He put him in his ass twice. His pop saved his life.
Listen, the best thing that Terrence Crawford did in that fight was turn southpaw, and that changed and that changed the matches because Sean Porter. Both of y'all.
We're gonna have to go back to. We're gonna have to go to the videotape on you, Dorsett. Only time we can get stuff off on you, Dorsett, is when you got a video in front of you and you play it back. You said Charlo when we was watching the Costanza Charlo fight. You was talking about Charlo. I said, man, go back and watch that tape. We had to rewind the tape to show you in your own tape that Costanza was whipping on Charlo ass. So I don't know why you keep saying stuff that you be saying, Dorsett.
Well, you telling me what? So you saying that what's the name was whooping his ass?
What I'm saying is that Crawford was dominating the fight from the beginning to the end. What are you talking about? What fight was you watching?
What fight was
this is the same thing he was dealing with Charlo and Costanza. You like Charlo was in the fight. Costanza was whooping Charlo ass the whole fight.
Hey, Dorsett. Hey, Dorsett, what about them body shots his name was Sean with? On his fucking chest.
Exactly. Exactly. Come on.
Sean body the fuck up.
Crawford with.
What happened?
What about them open hands that Sean was hitting Crawford with? What about the body
good shots? No. How many? Did Bud touch the canvas?
Bud doesn't have.
No. The Bud touch the canvas.
Sean ain't never been no damn knockout.
Yes or no? No, it was a yes or no question.
Did Bud touch the canvas?
Dude.
How many times Sean touched the canvas?
Come on, man. Answer the question, bro.
How many times Sean touched the canvas?
Didn't your ass just say, you can't call nobody a pound for pound?
Oh, my God. Come on, Dorsett. You're not answering the question. We need answers.
Hey, Dorsett, you my man. But one thing about that boy from Nebraska, he closed the show. When you watch Bud fight, you getting a knockout. You getting knocked the fuck out.
Answer the question, Dorsett. Did Terrence Crawford touch the canvas? Yes or no?
Who said that he did?
How many times
I'm
Sean touched the
asking you.
canvas?
It's a yes or no. You still ain't answered the
How many
question.
times Sean touched the canvas?
Twice.
Okay. Can he save his life? He got a good broadcast career going on. Can he save his life?
You think he should have stopped it?
Yeah, he should have stopped it.
Yeah.
He'd have got Wilder. Remember Wilder got his ass whooped? He got Wilder. Bud would have hurt that bull. Bud would have hurt that bull. You knew he would have hurt that bull. Y'all want that bull going to stretcher.
Hey, T.Y., I never got your answer for the.
Oh, fire of the year, Stephen Fulton. That's the fire of the year.
That's a good ass pick.
The fight.
Who?
Stephen Fulton.
And Bastiana, listen, and your man, right, Kavalauskas dropped Bud, right? But your man from Texas want to fight everybody but Bud. He want to fight Ugas. He want to petition WBA. He want to fight Keith Thurman. He want to fight DJ, but he don't want to fight Bud, though.
Hey, he better not want to fight Boost, because Boost is different. Boost, I'm going to be real. Boost, well, I'm going to be real. I think, even though we saying it early, I think Boost might touch up Bud, too.
No, listen. Boost can be anybody. But this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it a beam. Right now, he need like 2 more fights. Where you from? Huh?
Where you from?
I'm from Philly.
Okay, I knew it. As soon as you say Boost can be anybody.
He can.
Yo, wait, hold up. He the best 147-pounder out there. I don't know what you talking about.
No.
Who better than him?
No. I didn't even say that. Stylistically, I would give Boots the best chance of a better chance than Errol Spence, just because of their styles.
Yo, I'm nervous for him to fight Terrence Crawford. I'm nervous.
The reason why I said that Sean prior to the fight, y'all keep on saying it like I said, oh, Sean was gonna go in there and whitewash this man. I said he has a better chance than Errol Spence. I kept on saying
because Errol Spence don't want to fight.
No, because I said that because they ain't got none of them. These are fighters, man. Fighters that been fighting on the elite level since they were damn in the amateurs. Like, you can't be.
Yeah, I just seen some video of Keith Thurman fighting my man. What's his name? Boo Boo Andre.
I posted that. Boo Boo was whooping Keith Thurman ass.
They fought 3 times.
Beating him up.
They fought 3 times in the
They don't want to fight that boy either. They don't want to fight Boo Boo.
I'm just saying, 147. I think in a minute it's gonna go do Ennis.
Twan beat Boots twice in the game.
No, it was yeah. They both beat each other twice.
Gary brother.
Yeah, he beat him.
Gary brother beat
Olympic trials, right?
Gary brother beat Boots.
Gary brother beat him twice in the amateurs.
Yeah, and what happened between right now? He beat the shot of little Gary Russell brother. He beat the shot of him.
You said what?
What happened? They fight right now.
What you mean? What happened?
Yeah, what happens? What happens, Dorset?
What happened? They fight right now.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Boots will win, but he won't beat the shit out of Gary. He will win.
Listen, I'm gonna say this is why. Listen, no, I'm gonna say something, y'all. Gary Russell, he won the best unrated fighters in the game, right? But this one I'm gonna tell you why I say Boots beat the shot of him.
I ain't talking.
No. Listen, one thing. I'm gonna let go. Boots should be at 54. That kid 140 pounds. He's too small for Boots right now. That's what I mean. If they were the same size, he could probably beat Boots. Boots too big for him. He a little kid compared to Boots. He 140 pounds.
Hold on, T.Y. Finish. Give me what you think for your picks.
No. Fulton Fight of the Year. Fight of the Year is Fury and Wilder. That fucking dumbass slugfest. Prospect of the Year.
Who?
I guess Fundora, Prospect of the Year. And the knockout of the year is when Sean got retired in Vegas. That's the knockout of the year.
All right, look, this mine. So, fight of the year, Wilder Fury. Fighter of the year. You got me wanting to pick Fulton now. I'm gonna say Fulton and Canelo. I'm gonna say both of them. What was the other one? What other one I say?
Knockout, fighter, prospect.
Shit. Knockout of the year.
Sean Porter going to sleep in Vegas.
I'm trying to think of a brutal knockout.
Oh, probably, I got one.
Probably
what's
Valdez
name?
Burchell.
when Earl Smith knocked out Danny Garcia. Oh my bad, Danny went 12 rounds with him. My bad, he knocked out Danny Garcia. My bad. My bad. He knocked out Danny Garcia.
Probably Valdez.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna start coming Earl Miles and Nally because he don't knock nobody out. Earl Miles and Nally.
Jimmy and Hitman said the upset of the year was Cambosos over T.O. That's not upset of the year. You know what upset of the year is? Mike Garcia lost. I forgot the name he lost.
There we go, Sibbie. I like that one, Sibbie.
That's upset of the year.
I was never sold on Mikey.
How?
Yeah,
he was sold.
I was never. I've been saying I was never a Mikey Garcia fan.
But he wasn't supposed to lose that though.
No.
He lost to.
I say like majority of Mikey Garcia fights. He never been. When was he in a fight that he was actually supposed to lose besides Earl and Earl?
Shit, he looked like he was about to lose against Jesse Vargas. He looked like he was about to.
Listen, I was
That's
actually,
true.
I well, I guess I was just going for the black dude, but what was
Oh my bad, cut you off. Performance of the year, Usyk over AJ. I just thought of that.
Yes. I like that, Sibbie. I like that.
I thought of
and
that.
I honestly think that Usyk, I think Usyk is gonna go. I think Usyk beats Fury. I think he outboxes Fury.
If Usyk would have had another fight, even if it was been an okay win, I probably would have picked him as fight of the year.
He'd been fighting you easy.
Only reason I didn't pick him fight of the year because he only had one fight. That's the only reason I didn't pick him.
I believe the step is on.
All right, look, it got 1 minute left, so finish our last statements for the last one of the year.
I think the emerging fighter of the year of 2021 keeps Sean Davis. I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna also say Shakur Stevenson will be the most dunked fighter next year. And I think he's going to surprise a lot more people than everybody says. And we're going to stop talking about Ryan Garcia because I'm tired of him wanting to come on at the last minute. Let me be quiet now. Let somebody else go.
No, let me ask y'all one. This is how we're going to close it. Ask y'all one fight. You get one fight if it was your choice that you could see in 2022. What you picking? And don't say Crawford Spence. That's the obvious choice.
Valdez Stevenson.
What about you, T.Y.?
Boo Boo versus Charlo.
What about
Dorset?
I would like to see Gary and
Come on, man. Stop chewing and answer the damn question, Dorset.
Gary and Shakur.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, Gary Russell and Shakur?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Tank and Lomachenko.
Ooh.
Here goes another one.
That's a far stretch, but I like it,
And
Sid.
listen, Keith Thurman gonna come back and knock out Barrios, right? And come summertime, Bud gonna knock out Thurman, send him with Keith. He gonna send him with Sean Porter and Nelson, but he's gonna knock him out and retire him like he retired Sean Porter.
Shit. I would love that.
I like that.
I
Wait to end it, baby.
He gonna Dorset. Keith Thurman gonna join him because Bud gonna knock his ass out next.